Hi, everyone. This is Jason Pergament, and I'm going to take some time to talk to you about Success Camp and to share with you some of the reasons why students participate in the Success Program and some of the benefits that come along with being a part of the Success Program. So, we start here with some images of past cohorts, and really that's the fundamental driving force behind the Success Program is building a community that everyone can feel a part of and can learn from and collaborate with. And you see the motto here of goals, habits, growth. And that really comes down to the core principles which we operate on in the Success Program: setting goals, being mindful of habits, and having a growth mindset towards struggle and difficulty and how to move beyond it. So, now let's talk about what comes with being a success scholar. If you look at this list, you see there's a lot of perks, from free camp to a backpack, an iPad that students all will get at Burton, but you'll get yours over the summer. We'll teach you how to use it, we'll get you up to speed. You're invited to participate in the success course, ongoing mentoring and support, not only receiving mentoring, but also now there's an opportunity to be paid to be a mentor back at your sending school your junior and senior year, which would even potentially carry with it a college scholarship. There's all scholar events during the day each month. We hold monthly check ins for each cohort. And then also once a month, we hold an event on the weekend that brings us together socially as a community. Things like skiing at Stratton for a day or snowshoeing. In the fall, we took a hike up Equinox. We might go watch a movie or go out for a celebratory dinner, things like that. Also, as you matriculate through the school, you'll have the opportunity to join the Introduction to College and Careers course. You'll be able to apply for Brown grants, which give you access to financial support for summer programs and internships. There's a graduation trip that you can earn by staying engaged with the Success Program through the full 4 years. And most importantly, it's this access to community, which I mentioned in the first slide. Due to all of these incredible opportunities, I do want to stress that the Success Program really isn't for everyone. We're really trying to find kids that need this level of additional support and structure and guidance. If you're a strong student, you do well in school, you're connected to others, then there's plenty of other supports and opportunities at Burton, from the arts to the sports, that will help you to stay engaged and to be a part of the community. But if you're looking for being able to attach to something, if you've had a hard time engaging with school, with your teachers, with your peers, we're trying to grab those kids and give them a little extra support. And you guys know who you are. So let's look now at the camp. And I want to stress again, it's a camp. It is not summer school. But here's a typical day in camp. I'll point out that some of the names on the list right now are not the staff for this summer. I pulled this from last year's group, but it gives you a general idea of how this camp is set up. We will pick you all up at your designated sending school and bring you to BBA. You can see the pickup times indicated there. Camp starts at 8:30. Usually there'll be some morning activities, which are physical and active, and then some students will go and prepare lunch for their peers, while other students will engage with the summer reading assignment with your ELA and social studies teachers. Then we all eat lunch together and clean up together. There are some afternoon activities. Usually there's some closing remarks and a closing ceremony with some reminders, and then at 1:30 camp ends, giving you plenty of time to have your afternoons to yourself. I'll also point out that we break you down into houses to try and manage the large group that comes into camp, 50 to 60 kids. We'll then break you into smaller houses based on the kids that are going to be in your class in the fall. This gives you an opportunity to start forming some connections with peers that you'll be seeing in your classes. Moving on here, we'll talk about week one. Week one is considered orientation to the campus and the program. We do scavenger hunts and we work on setting some initial goals. We pass out your iPads and we start the summer reading assignments. We really train you on how to use those iPads and feel comfortable with those learning tools. And we begin our process in the learning kitchen, where all students will have the opportunity to cook for their peers for at least one day throughout the course of the Success Camp. Week one also involves field initiatives, low ropes, and team building. So we all work together. You can see the teachers there are mixed in with the students, building community, building a sense of belonging, both in the Success Program and at Burton. Week 1 really focuses on the low ropes, but we'll get to the high ropes in week 2. And then we end week 1 with a hike up Equinox. This is definitely a challenge. It is not an easy hike, but that's the point. Life is not going to be easy, and we want to teach you that with the right mindset, you can persevere through any challenges. It's an incredible way to end a week by getting to the top of the mountain and enjoying that sense of accomplishment with your peers as you head off into the first weekend. Coming back in week 2, we spend a lot of time on the high ropes, engaging in team building activities. We'll also allow students to explore the arts offerings and the phys ed offerings that we have throughout Burton, including meeting with our athletic director and learning about our athletics programs. Week 1 is full of kind of digging in to the community, digging into the sense of success, digging in to striving to meet your goals, to pushing yourself beyond what you feel comfortable. Now, I will say with the high ropes, it is for sure challenge by choice. We will encourage you to challenge yourself. We will push you beyond your typical comfort level, but we also respect that each of us has our own maximum point of fear, and we will never force a student to go beyond that. But with the right sort of community behind you, it's really amazing what you can accomplish. Week 2 ends with a college access day at Castleton. We are very aware that not all students know or think that they're going to college, but we believe it's really important to start a conversation early on and to give the students the opportunity to engage with college campuses, think about what college might look like for them, and just start a conversation about their future. There will be many more opportunities for these conversations. We'll definitely tour trade schools and the CDC down in Bennington. But for now, this is just a starting point to talk about post-secondary plans. Given that these are incoming freshmen, this is, again, just a foundational layer, which will become a key point that we talk about time and time again as we move them through BBA and look towards their time after graduation. Now, week 3 is really cool because it leads us to what we are calling an intensives week. This means that students will get to choose one part of the school that they want to dig deep on for 2 days. All students will be able to choose their will be able to choose their intensive, and we will give them the options of a fitness intensive, the Dean Farm as an intensive, which we will visit also in week 2, the Mountain Campus, also part of our week 2 tours while we're bouncing back and forth between the ropes course, an arts intensive, and then we're also offering a tech intensive. These opportunities allow the students to really begin to see the depth of learning that can happen within their fields of interest at Burton. There really is something for everyone, and we want kids to start to feel that connection as soon as possible. And then week 3 ends with our accumulating event, which is a big party. We want to celebrate the fact that you've now transitioned from a middle schooler into a high schooler. The party now happens at Mr. Tashton's house, known as Birchbrook, which is part of our campus on the North Campus side. And we invite all family to come and celebrate the accomplishment of your students, making it through 3 weeks and getting themselves to the other side and being truly ready and eager to be students and high schoolers in the fullest sense. And also for them feeling like they really now are a part of the success program and a part of our special and unique community. So, if all of this is interesting to you, you might be asking, what's next? Well, hopefully at this point, all of you have registered as students at Burton. Once you're registered as a student, you then have the opportunity to complete some forms. One of those forms will be the success form that will be there for all of you. I also invite you to check out our website, bbasuccess.org. On that site, you can see past summer camp experiences and see some pictures of the kids in action. You can see our past end of the year trips for our graduating seniors and see some of the adventurous places we've gone. And finally, you can also see our Brown Grant recipients and the amazing opportunities that were available to them because of their participation in the Student Success Program. This is not our usual way of doing things, but I will say to you that I appreciate you taking the time to view this slide. And I'll also make available to you my cell phone number, which is 802-681-6342. I feel like you can call me and either text or call, and I would be happy to talk through your individual student situations or answer any of your questions or assist you along the way on registering for the school or for the Success Program. Also, my partner is Billy Canfield. His number is 802-779-1349. Both of us collaborate really closely, so if you know Billy already and you feel more comfortable reaching out to him, it really doesn't matter one way or the other, because in the end, we're working to meet the same goals for your children, and hope that many of you will consider signing up for the Summer Success Camp and the Student Success Program at Burr & Burton overall.